Good evening, good evening. I am back with a slight update. Well, I'm just going to say my daily video because at this point, that's kind of what I'm shooting for, right? I'm just going to be making a daily update, right? No big updates on the Thailand right now. You guys have seen it yesterday. Packets in and starting to get processed in. This Saturday, however, I have it written down to purchase my ticket. Yes, I will be purchasing my ticket before I get my passport, whether that's smart or not. Give a shit. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I insure the flight. Don't get me wrong. Just in case everything doesn't go as smooth as I think it might, right? And I explained that in the last video without getting into it too much further. But everything goes to hitch, right? We're going to do it. We're going to do it. So this Saturday, I'm looking at buying my flight for either the end of July, if not early August, which I found out is great because it's slightly less travel time out there, dude. But great weather still. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Anyways, on a completely different note, right? Because I did want to make this video about something, right? Like something that would be important to me, right? And I can't think of anything other than what I'm really trying to hone in every single night, right? And that's like my daily routine, right? My evening routine right now, because that's what we're going through, right? Which is gonna really, I'm gonna be bringing up this, explaining this guy. It's my Franklin Planner, all right? It's my Franklin Covey Planner is technically what it's called, right? But this is it. A lot of people just think it's my briefcase, and it is, right? But this thing really here, it's my fucking life, honestly, right? So if I just open it up, right? First things I have, business cards, right? This one's mine for drone charters, my fishing charter business. I do beach charters, right? Big game beach fishing, right? Directly off of the beach, right? We don't get on a boat, but I can fly baits up to about a mile out, get you on a monster shark, right? Set your kiddos up for a great day at the beach, right? Anyways, I ain't gonna get into the sales pitch. Just keep it on hand, right? Got me a little gold silver eagle, right? Got me a little Canadian maple leaf, a little 1 gram coin right there. We gotta keep our eyes on the prize, right? So I keep what's important to me, right? Open it up here. I got notes. Shouldn't go to there, right? Boom. That's some of my personal info, but that's the opening and introduction of it right there, right? Lists off just my name, my personal information, and all that good stuff, right? And as I open it up, takes me into all my planning, right? I have this, right? I have this to schedule all my appointments, all of my things, right? Now, this is just for the beginning of the month, right? I'm going to flip into July or into May just because this is where I'm easiest. All months are set up the same, but I'm able to put all of my appointments right here in the beginning of the month where I can flip open into it, right? Boom. Hopefully you guys can still see this well, right? If I flip over one time, okay, this right here is my master task list, right? My personal master task list, right? This is all the things I want to do personally, right? Thailand came up in this, right? So boom, I got everything I'm mapping out and need to do for Thailand, right? Have a few other things that I want to do here. This is all the business stuff that I need to take care of, all the stuff I have to do for Gator fire extinguishers, all the stuff I have to do just for everything, right? Business related, right? This is all it, right? These are the big things that I have to knock out, right? The unfungibles, I got to take care of them. Unfungible is probably not the right word. This right here is my index. So if there's anything big here, I can write a note here and I'll be able to go to it, right? Boom. Now, sorry if this is getting long-winded. As I flip over here, right, and I didn't do too good over there, I'm just going to flip over to today, right? If I were to go today, right, I'm showing you these things all symptomatically, right, for a reason. I have all of my scheduling, right? This is my day-to-day, right? So this takes everything that that this takes the other list that I was saying, I could just write it down, everything down here on my day-to-day, right? Like, so that I can actually get this shit done, right? I've even created little things for me to do, like what did I learn today, thoughts of the day, right? All of my appointments for, time-wise, these are all the things that I got to get done, right? I put A for absolutely I got to get done or some shit like that. B for yeah, I got to get done is pretty important, but it doesn't have to be today necessarily, right? Just got to get done. C for completely irrelevant. There's no reason to do it, but I want to do it, right? Boom. This thing is in depth, right? This right here is my weekly compass, okay? This right here, this sets me free, dude, right? So this has a role, right? I have a strict role for about 5 of them, right? That I have to uphold, right? Just to keep life intact for me, right? I'm an employee of Gator Fire Extinguishers, right? I'm a student, coach, and fighter at North Florida Muay Thai. I'm a friend. I'm a public figure of my community. I'm an intellectual businessman, and I'm the owner of Drone Charters, right? And then I write down my big rocks for this, right? Like the big things I have to do to keep up with these roles, right? And, to maintain them, right? And this gets transferred over every day. So as I check off what I need to do, right? Boom. I can flip it over. This will set me up for tomorrow. Does that make sense? Right? This thing is amazing. Sorry. This thing is amazing. That's what I use every day, okay? Now, this thing, and you know what? I'm not going to be able to show you guys all of this in depth because I got to get to sleep and I also got to do some reading tonight. But that's a bit brief. That's the planning end of it, right? The very surface level, right? But this thing is so much deeper, right? And I'm going to show you a little bit more, right? The reason for that is if I have these little tabs right here, and you guys can see them, right? These are the months, right? If I keep flipping, right, and hopefully, let me adjust the camera here so maybe you guys can see this, right? Right here, where are we at? Values and missions. Hopefully you guys can see that. Values and missions. If I flip it open, right? This is what I get, right? And I'm going to show you this, right? Values, right? And I have every single value that I have, right, listed out and explained, right? And I'll read through a few of these, right? But these are all of my value systems, right? So this is who I am, right? So if I'm ever gone, right, somebody can be like, hey, what did this guy stand for? Who did he think? Why did he move throughout the day the way he did, right? These are the hardcore of it, right? These are all my values. Next to it, I have my roles. So you remember what I was showing you guys back here, right? These are my roles, right? These are the things I have to do, right? Or this is who I am to people, right? Throughout my life, right? And the things I need to do for that, right? To fulfill that role. That's where this is coming from, right? So like, for example, and I'll read this because you guys aren't going to be able to read that from their handwriting shit. But like, for example, one of my roles is, and I'm employee of Gator Fire Extinguishers, right? So I have everything, all the people listed down that are involved in that role. Tyler, Allen, Bill V, accountants, John, James, and a couple other people. And then I have a clarifying statement to that role, right? So mine for that is I am attentive and on time to all of my appointments, and I give my best efforts on every job I do. I'm learning everything I can about the company and the way it functions. I motivate our other employees, and I am an asset to the company. I work hard every day. I work smart. Every day, I lead my team of Gators. Boom, right? Super simple, right? Next one, student, family member of North Florida Muay Thai. Clarifying statement. People involved are crew Doug, coaches, and all of the students at North Florida Muay Thai, right? I'm a committed my clarifying statement is I'm a committed student of North Florida Muay Thai. I train hard at least 3 times a week, and I am admired by my peers for my commitment. I train hard every class and help to motivate others to train hard as well. I am helpful and respectful to everybody in class at all times. I contribute to North Florida Muay Thai by learning the skills of Muay Thai and helping to teach those skills to others. Boom, right? Now, and I got, those are 2, right? I got a couple other ones, but I'll get into that, right? Just with those 2, right? Work, gym outside the work, right? That right there, right? Those clarifying statements of exactly how I want people to list off of like, oh damn, what role did he play in our lives, right? That's it, right? Now I can plan my day, right, and my actions, right, in accordance with that, right? That's one big thing, right? That's one big thing about it. Now, and I ain't done yet, right? Got other stuff like this, right? Starting point questions, right? So what's one thing you could accomplish in your professional life that would have the most positive impact, right? Add all important context into the Franklin Planner. Find 2 employees, expand the business, train to the best of my abilities, have business cards made, make social media, blah, 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 blah. What is one thing I could accomplish in my personal life that would have the most positive impact? Pray 5 times a day. Guidance for my next steps. Trust and faith, right? Read, write, work on planner for an hour a day. Protect my mind from evil materials. Videos means bullshit on YouTube, right? Hateful shit. Stop watching porn, right? Like all kinds of shit, right? Whatever I want. It's whatever I want, right? I got my have, do's, be's, right? So all the things I want to have, all the things I want to do, all the things I want to be, right? So like for the kind of person I want to be generous and loving, right? Trusted and honest, respected and responsible, a loyal friend, a professional businessman, hardworking, a level 4 and 5 investor, a positive role model for my community, quick-witted and fast-thinking, lovable and kind, rich, wealthy and powerful, a role model to others for health and fitness, right? That's what I want to be, right? All the things I want to do. I want to travel to every country in the world. I want to learn to fly. I want to tell my story to a crowd of 1 million people. I want to speak Spanish and Thai. I want to meet Kevin Gates. I want to volunteer in a third world country for 1 month. I want to mentor 10 kids into a successful life. Go whitewater rafting, visit Thailand, party in Bangkok. I'm gearing up to do this, right? That's how powerful these things are, right? Like I wrote this shit years ago, right? Years ago, before I ever thought about going to Thailand, right? Now I'm getting ready to do it. Build wealth for 5 generations of my family. Make a positive viral video. Meet Mike Tyson, right? Anyways, all the things I'd like to have during my life. So these are the physical things, right? Bro, this shit's fun, man. Like, as an adult, dude, who else am I going to be able to tell that I want 1 million ounces of silver, 100,000 ounces of gold, right? Or a storage facility with 500 units that are full capacity, right? Or my own yacht basin and marina, right? Or 20 different sources of passive income. Or a home off the grid on 100 acres of land with 2 ponds, right? Or a retirement community with 200 guests, right? Or a luxury RV. Or financial freedom by the age of 35, or a full-size collie named Freedom, right? Or a homestead property in South Carolina, right? Like, just to name a few. That's just to name a few, right? That's what I want, right? Anyways, I like this shit, right? Go one more, right? I got my tribute statements, right? This is a big one, right? So, I got the list of about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in my life, dude, right, that like are relatively close to me, right? But I wrote out statements, right? They're called tribute statements. So this is what somebody would read off, right, at my funeral, right? So, like, for example, right, I have my dad listed down, and that's my first one, right? Like, my dad's name is Bermaro Morales, right? And I have his tribute statement out from my life is my son was able to accomplish all that I was only able to dream of, and it's because of him that I know that life is what you think it to be, and that limits are only imposed on yourself by yourself. You know, Tom Allen, that's first mentor of mine, right? All he ever needed was an opportunity. I gave him that, and he turned it into $1 million and changed the world around him. I'm proud of Matthew Morales. Crew Doug, right? Crew Doug's my coach. Matthew came into class determined to improve and has done so and so much more. He has progressed in his own journey and has helped so many others to progress in their journey. We are proud to have Matthew Morales with Crew Doug at North Florida Muay Thai. Boom. You know, and I got a couple more, man, but this video's getting longer. I ain't even planning it to be this long, right? And honestly, I got to finish up on this exercise, so I'm glad I'm sharing this, dude, and I'll keep an update on it, right? My next, over the weekend, really what I need to figure out, I got 2 things I got to write. I got to write my personal mission statement, as well as I got to finish my evaluations questions. Questions like, what have been some of my greatest moments of happiness and fulfillment? What activities do I most enjoy and find most fulfilling in my professional life? What are activities of most worth in my personal life? What talents and capacities do I have or want to have? How can I best contribute to the world, right? I got to answer these questions this week, right? It's the fun shit, bro. Like, where do we get to be kids, right? Other than, like, in a place like this, right? In a place where really ain't nobody going to be looking in here till I'm way gone, bro. Like, this right here is probably about the most in-depth I'll get with anybody about this shit outside of my boss and mentor that gave me this, right? You know, we'll talk about this because we get it, right? But most people ain't. Most people don't. Honestly, I show this shit to most people, right? Every now and then I get somebody who kind of understands, like, damn, that's cool, right? Not, damn, that's cool, show me your ways, but like, damn, that's cool, right? Congratulations, you know what I mean? Every now and then I get that. Most of the time I show people this shit, right, their eyes glosses over, right? They're fucking, why ain't you watching TV kind of look on their fucking face, man. Like, you know, and honestly, God bless those motherfuckers. God bless them. And I wish I could be them, right? But not. This is kind of what I like to do. This black screen TV right here has not worked in over 3.5 years. And that is no lie. That is no lie. It's just a decoration, right? I watch enough YouTube, right? That's why I'm doing this, because I'm tired of being not contributing. Anyways, this is the Franklin Planner. I got so much other shit to show you guys in here. So much other stuff in here, right? This will kind of be like my whole little series, dude, right? Like, just working this boy, man. If anything, it'd be dope to get like a community of people with these things, right? We can bounce back off of how to work this thing, right? Because I think with this thing right here, I could genuinely accomplish anything I want. I could accomplish anything I want. I know I could. This right here, millions, yo. This right here is going to get me to the silver and gold. I promise it. Anyways, this is 18 minutes longer than I thought. So, deuces, y'all. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.